Kilowatt Delta 4, Uniform Romeo Charlie, visitor. Kilo Delta 4, Uniform Romeo Charlie, KD4 URC, name's Richard. This is Kilo Delta 4, Uniform Radio Charlie. Kilo Delta 4, Uniform Romeo Charlie. Over.
Kilo Charlie 0, Lima Kilo Victor. That's a QSL. Thank you very much for having me on the net.
Okay. We'll get to you everything for you.
Just let me know when I should pitch in. 73, back to you.
Charlie. Kilo Charlie 0, Lima Kilo Victor.
Roger, roger, will do.
Okay, Jay, on the 5 location,
Yeah, will do. Jack, this is Whiskey 5, Oscar Golf, relaying for net control. Check-ins. Members or visitors, call now. Yeah, I don't hear anything here, Jack. Still have my loud noise level, but I didn't hear anything on the SDRs either. Back to net, W5OG.
Okay, thank you, James. Go ahead and I will post that to me by November 5 for Alberto. We'll follow up on observation. And the question is, all Allied aircraft that would fly missions for a few days off the B-17 from enemy aircraft, what was the alteration? Alpha, very simple ISS modification, Bravo, and painted black white stripes on the rear fuselage and wings. Charlie, there were no changes other than very specific ingress and egress routes over the chest. Charlie, all aircraft would fly daylight missions with nav lights and rotating beacons during any questions? Director, any questions? Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. Any questions, anyone? Okay, we'll go ahead. And the local weather report is 85 degrees here. It's going to go up to 95. Going to be a torture here today. We had a low of 65 last night. Sunny conditions. Next, the weather report here. We'll go ahead and start with short timers and go out to Humboldt, California, and WA6LJS. John, you're on board.
Okay, thank you, Jack. KM4CAX, this is WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Pretty good conditions here. I'm hearing everybody locally so far, and coming in at least, well, you're 10 over, but most of them are S9. Let's see, it's 63 degrees and still got the marine front, June gloom out here, and that'll burn through in another hour or two, and we'll have bright sunny day again like we did the last couple days. I don't know the answer to the question, so put me down for Alpha. They had an IFF signal or something, I think that's what it was, and I'll take a guess at Alpha, Jack. So have a good net, and I'm going to say 7 threes, and we'll get you all tomorrow. KM4CAX, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, 73, have a great day. Thanks for setting up that longer for me. Great, let's go to W5OG. Gail, you're on board.
Okay, fine, Jack. KM4CAX, W5OG. Good morning to everyone. Dale, W5OG here in East Texas, where it's going to be another warm day, but not apparently as warm as it is there in Georgia. I guess we sent our heat on eastward there, so it's only going to be, I think, a high of 90 degrees here. And but you know, enough humidity to make it uncomfortable. That's for sure. I got some progress on my G5 RV. It's back in the air. It's working after a fashion. I'm not real pleased with it. I'm going to try and do some more slight modifications to get it the SWR down a bit, especially in the areas where we operate on 40 and 20. And let's see, I can hear myself on the SDR, and I think Bob is on my radio all okay, so things are good here, and I will say 7-3 to everybody. Have a good net, Jack, and appreciate your doing the Sunday net as always. And let's see, answer to the question, I don't really know. Another good question there from Leon. I'm going to say Bravo. I don't know. I think that would be the simple thing to do. They could do that in a hurry and get the aircraft ready to go. So everybody have a good one. We'll see you maybe on the round table this afternoon, those of you that can make it. So back to net, KM4CAX, W5OG.
Okay, Gail, that's your answer. Bravo. Let's go to TB0LTT. Mary, who is mobile. Mary, you're on mobile.
Okay, Jack. Service. And I really did not hear the question. A little bit of QSC got you there. But I'll just go along with the flow here and say B. And like I said, I really didn't copy the question. QSC got you right there. I just happened to Q5 copy on you all morning, Jack. And then as soon as you posed the question, QSC was in. So I guess that, what do they call that? Anyway, quite a bit of space there. But currently here in Alexandria, Minnesota, I have 64 degrees. The high temperature in Alexandria, Minnesota State is going to be
sorry to stick it to it, Jack. Back over to you. KB0LG. Homo. Here we go.
Okay, we got you. Let's go to Mo, KD0 RSA. Mo, good morning.
KD0 RSA, good morning to all the fire, and you, Jack. I do appreciate getting on this morning. I don't know just what's going on with my app, so the personnel point is turned it on. Anyway, that's the way it goes, I guess. Anyway, good morning again, fellas. Have a good day. KD0 RSA, I'll turn it back to you, Jack. Over.
Okay, Mo. That's good. Came a little bit up from the noise this time, so you have a great week, and then we'll get next month, and we'll get to see that. Let's go to Richard. KD4 URC in Oklahoma. Richard, you're up.
Well, hello there. Name here is Richard, like I said, and we're located in Lawton, Oklahoma. And we're trying to set the radio station back up and get things back up and running since I moved. Nothing to report. Weather here today is a little overcast with 81 degrees, and that's about it. Over.
Okay, well, thanks for checking in. That's the best. Let's go to our other visitor in Missouri. KC0 Lima Kilo Victor. Andrew, you're up. I think we got the wrong call sign because he says Andrea. So, skip over that and go to November 5 Bravo Echo. Lee, you're up. Thanks for providing the question. Over.
Yeah, KM4CAX N5B. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, everyone, on a beautiful Sunday here. I'm going to be busy this afternoon. I've dug a hole for myself. I'm going to make some grilled salmon, but I'm going to make a Dijon mustard mayonnaise to go with it. So the things I signed up for. So anyway, going to do that today. I nerd out on the things that happened between D-Day and, say, the liberation of Paris. And there were so many pivotal battles and a lot of heroics that took place between D-Day and that middle August, end of August period of 1944. So if you allow me, if you'll indulge me, I'm going to put out some questions about what happened in that period, and it's mainly for preserving the history of those events and honoring the men who a lot of them ended up back on that beach at the cemetery to be buried. So I'll slip in some of those, and I perfectly understand if no one or very few know the answer, but I'd like to do that in this 80th anniversary of all these events. So we can talk about this one a little bit after, Jack, but sounds like you got a line for him in there. KM4CAX N5B.
Thank you, Lee. Question. Let's go to Willie. KJ5 PWB. Willie, you're up.
KM4CAX and the rest of the group. Hearty good morning here from KJ5 BWB in Belton, Texas. It's a nice morning, sun's up, got the solar panels out there. I haven't mounted them yet, but Thanks to James, they're upgrading his solar panels. I'm in the solar game. And also, I'm in the Slow Scan TV game, so that's pretty cool. I have 2 contacts in the logbook and more to come, so that's been a lot of fun. 14230, I guess, is what it was, the frequency I was using. And there's actually quite a bit of traffic on there, slow scan wise. So, but I have been running around the house this morning. I'm doing laundry and all kinds of stuff. About to go climb a tower and take down a busted beam. So I'm just trying to do a few things before I walk out the door. I did miss the question. I apologize. So it looks like you can go ahead and put me down for B. I'll take a shot at that one. Sorry I missed the question, but I'll send it back to you, and I'll be here for the 7-3 round. KM4CAX, KJ5BWB, thanks for running it this morning, Jack.
Okay, Willie, thank you. Jack Harrison, Bravo. Let's go to question. Carl, Sports Nevada, you're up.
Roger that, Jack. Thank you. Good morning, buddy.
Well, it's another beautiful day out here in northwestern Nevada, and I'm still, however slowly recovering from the events under the knife last week. You know what? We don't heal as fast as we used to. I went out to check something in the motorhome yesterday, and the lock pin that secures the door, I walked right into the side of that and tore a big gash out of my arm. So I'll tell you what, some days it just don't work at all to get out of bed. Okay, interesting question today, and boy, that's a brain teaser. I had to think about that one, and recalling images I've seen of planes at D-Day. I'm going to go with B, Bravo, because I seem to recall vertical strike painted on the vertical stabilizer, and boy, you caught me off guard on that one, Jack and Lee. So that's going to be my choice by elimination. I'm going with that. I don't. If they, well, IFF, they had it during World War II, but IFF would have been protecting England. Those radar antennas that would have interrogated it would have been in England, not on France. So it wouldn't have made much difference to them. And answer number C, Charles, I forget what that one was, but it didn't sound good, so I went with B. That's my story, and I'll stick to it. And I'll be with you to the bottom, Jack. So back to you, buddy. KM4CAX is KF7. D-J.
Okay, Sergeant. The good producer is the Bravo. Is that Roger?
Roger that.
Okay, and let's go to Doug in Mississippi. K0, Yankee Papa. You're up. Okay, Johnson. Bravo. Let's go to James. KM5. James, you're up. Okay, did you have any question? Over. We'll get back to you in a second here. Let's go to Joe. W5ABI. Joe, you're up.
AM4CAX and the Flyers W5ABI. Good morning, Jack. Thanks for running the net. Easy Tech Blue here. That's up to 98. And they're thinking we might get some rain. Be the first measurable rain since January. So it does it for me. Anyhow, most of my plants are palm trees. Anyhow, let me see. What? You know, I hate to jump on your run around here, but I'm not really sure what the answer is. So I'm going to go with Bravo and over here to the bottom. The KM4CAX W5 ABI.
Let's go to Chris in Kentucky. F5KY. Chris, you're up. Over. Let's go to our commander, Bob, K1BOB. Bob, you're up.
Okay, Jack. Good morning, K1BOB. I'm currently in South Salt Lake City with my daughter, and going to see my son tomorrow here also, and with the kids, and running remotely through courtesy of W5OG in Texas. So setup seems to be working on a couple of laptops, so I guess I'm ready to do the net tomorrow. It's just a little bit harder here. But all is well, Jack. And yeah, it was 95 yesterday. We put up a very large pool and all the machinery to operate it there as pumps and filters and all that stuff. So it's just about filled here. It's taken a full day to fill that darn thing. 6,500 gallons. My daughter's water bill's going to be out of sight. Anyway, good question there, and well-run net there, Jack, and good signals from everybody here on one SDR and just on Dale's radio, and the SDR fills in the Texas stations closest to this station I'm talking on. So thank you, Lee, for a very good, straightforward question there. I knew it right away because I don't know why, but I know they put black and white stripes on them on the fuselage and the wings. So all the lemmings are headed off the right cliff into the water or whatever. So I'm going to answer Bravo on this one. I'm pretty darn positive on that. And yeah, as Carl said, yeah, they had IFF during World War II and primarily with the British there. And a lot of stuff was developed as a result of war, encryption and a lot of things. So thanks again for running the net, and thank you, Lee, for an excellent question. And for Carl, I did get your question, but in my circumstances here, I wanted to use your question on Monday because I know a lot about it also. And I'm going to hold off on that and just throw my own in because I could not find a way to transfer it
on my limited equipment here, so I could get it on Charlie's net. So I'm going to hold it in abeyance probably till next week there. Interesting question that Carl Sparky gave me. Anyway, with that, Jack, I'll send it back to you, and well, thank you for doing the net this semi-lazy Sunday. The kids are off to the park with the mom, and so I got a little break here, but I got to make breakfast burritos as soon as I get out of here. K1BOB, back to KM4CAX.
Okay, Bob, that's normal, and Chief Mike is still not. Good morning to you, Chief Mike, WW5ESC. Let's go to Charlie at C4YDB, who's live streaming content for today. C4YDB, you're up, Charlie.
KM4CAX, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Jack. Morning to all the flyers out there. Hope everybody's having a great morning. Right now it is currently 82 degrees here already. Supposed to get up in the high 80s today here, Jack. Humidity rate's about 61% outside, so it's not too awfully bad. Right after the net, I got to go up to Lowe's and get some Lowe's stuff. Still got redoing my solar project, and I still got a couple more things I got to get. I got to get boxes for the ferrites I'm putting in line, but gonna try that and see if that'll help clean up some of the little bitty peaks I get over here. Right now, conditions are, well, Jack, I had to move my antenna. I got to point a little bit further south, but I've got a pretty good copy on you right now. I was going to rely on the SDR, but decided I'd move the antenna instead. And as far as Bob and Dale, you guys got a booming signal into here. So far, you're the best signal coming in here. Bob, all you got to do is type it up in an email and send it to me, Bob. I can pull it from there if you want to. If you do have email on those laptops, or one of them anyway. Whatever. Anyway, as far as the question goes, I really, truly didn't hear the question very well because I was having trouble getting the stream up and running like it should be. Because I had to take it down and put it back up about 3 or 4 times before I finally get YouTube to take it. But anyway, that's all I got, Jack. And I'll put me down for a Bravo. I'll just go with the Lemmings. KM4CAX, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Let's go to Uncle Cliff for Monkey Island Fall Base. You're up, Uncle Cliff.
Well, thank you there, Jack. KM4CX, Captain. I always appreciate answering to you. And, well, to all the flyers, a very good morning from South Texas. And it is warm out. It is 86 degrees right now. And, well, the truck is running, but we have a problem with it, so we're not going anywhere with it yet. So we think we got either one or maybe, well, we think we got one bad injector that we did not replace, and out of 5 of them, we got one, because we did replace number 6 there with the new piston. And anyways, we're going to call our local parts house that we deal with and see about getting some more injectors there. Hopefully not too expensive, around $180 or $200 a piece. I don't know now, but you know, things always do have a tendency to change. And I don't know how I'm sounding there. We kind of missed with the some of the radio here, and anyways, but. You're doing good. I'm going to go Bravo on the question also. When you read it off there, that was first thing popped up was Bravo, the stripes on the fuselage on C-47s, or DC-3s, whichever you want to call them. But anyways, that's what we're going with, and we're hanging around for a little bit, and been over there monitoring Echolink too, and anyways, and some of our fine folks, and Bob, we did partially hear you there in the background locally here off of Dale's radio there at K1BOB, so Dale's setup's doing pretty good, and anyways, that's enough of my garbage. Anyways, back to you, Commander. Captain, KM4CAX W5PIX in Bulverde, Texas.
Okay, I'm Chris. Looks like we got a Bravo 25 intact. Let's go to Mike out in Nebraska. Mike, good morning.
Good morning, Jack, and all the flyers and visitors on the net today. Well, it's a beautiful day here in Nebraska. Light breeze, not a cloud in the sky, lots of sunshine. It's probably about close to 70 already. As to the answer to the question, I'm going to go with Bravo. I think they probably had all of those things, but one specific thing for D-Day would have been the invasion stripe, so we're going to go with that. I'll be one and done today, so I'll get my 7-3s now. I got stuff I got to get to, so back to KM4CAX in the net, KF0OPE. Good day, guys.
Okay, Mike, after JDU. Let's go to Steve Mike, WW5ENZ, 2-0.
Okay, good morning, KM4CAX in the net, WW5ENZ here. Kind of a late check-in for me, but yeah, I was doing the trimming before it gets hot, and I lost track of the time, got it a little bit after 10, but it looks like John got everything running great, and so I just jumped in there, and I can pretty much hear everybody locally, so we'll see how that works. In fact, Sparky out there, I heard him talking about hitting his arm onto something, and I think that's what us old guys do. We try and kill ourselves, I realize that. Everything that's happened to me in the last few years has been me doing something stupid, like jumping off the truck and hitting the RV or something like that, or falling down, tripping in the workshop and falling on some other stuff. Anyway, so we got to be careful, I guess. You young guys, get ready, because even though you think you're pretty agile now, it goes away fast. Anyway, as far as the question goes, I looked up to Charlie's live stream, and there's no question there. And then I heard Charlie on the radio, and he says he didn't hear the question, so I think it's not there. And obviously I didn't hear the question, but how can I not go with B? I mean, that's like a 99%er here. So I'll go for B, and then we'll see how that plays out. Okay, Jack, turn it back to you. KM4CAX, WW5ENZ, clear.
Okay, Steve Mike. Bravo. Let's go to W5 Romeo Tango X-Ray. Gary is 6. Good morning. W5 RC hits. Good. Amen. Okay, Gary 1. CAX up in Mexico for the Air Force flyers. So do we have any last minute check-ins, or did I miss anybody? Please come now. Okay, well, nobody flies except the WA6LJS. The answer was Bravo. They deconflict the aircraft. They have black and white stripes on the rear fuselage and wing. Everybody except this one on the left got it right. So, good. Alright, let's go to KB0 Lima Tango Tango rear mobile, over.
Jack, I guess
look forward to checking in again when I can. I'm generally not on during the weekdays, but the weekends I'm usually able to check in with the dad here. So happy free and all the best to everybody, and thank you for everyone's service there on our little group. Grateful nation. KV0LTT Truck Mobile in Minnesota. Back to you, Jack.
Okay, let's go to Bo. 73 round, Bo. KV0.
But nevertheless, I do appreciate getting on the flyers now and listening, but I'm still trying to do the work around here, get some mowing done. But yesterday, gearbox on the end of my weed broke off, and knives went every direction. Of course, they're the homemade knives too. So one of them I haven't found yet. The other two, one about 50 feet and one about 60 feet. Different directions. So where the other one went, I don't know. That's why that's the way it is. It's a KV0 RSAL. Appreciate you. KV0 RSAL.
Okay, Bo. 73. Have a great week ahead. Let's go to Richard in Oklahoma. 4 URC 72 round. Charlie, Richard in Oklahoma, 73 round. Okay, no luck. And luck with KC0 LTD. Let's go to gave me the question. November 5, Bravo Echo, News, Europe.
Yeah, KM4CAX and 5BE. I have to tell Larry his signal is really strong on his mobile there. I was picking him up 5.7, sometimes 5.8, so well done. Yeah, the invasion stripes as they became to be known back in, when you look at warbirds today, they're perfectly stenciled, there's no bleed over or anything like that, but I had a dear friend that I worked with. We were both aircraft mechanics working for the Army as civilians, and he was a P-51 crew chief in World War II in the 357 Fighter Group, the same group that Chuck Yeager was in. And he told me about that, a couple days before D-Day, where they got the instructions to paint the aircraft and with those stripes, and they didn't have any spray guns, so there was no stenciling. And he said we put ours on with rollers, so he says they were pretty messy, and some of them were put on with water-based paint, and eventually washed off, and others were put on with enamel or lacquer or whatever they had, and like Cliff said, some of those stayed on right to the end of the war, especially on the C-47s. So that's the backstory behind the invasion stripes. A very clever way of deconflicting aircraft in the air, and so a popular air show aircraft paint paintage now, so a lot of them are not accurate, but so what? It looks good. KM4CAX N5B 73, everybody.
Okay, that's 73. To you, Lee. Frank, KJ5, BWB, Willard, Europe, over.
KM4CAX in the group from KJ5 BWB. I just want to say real quick, that's a really awesome question, Lee. I did not know that. However, I had seen that striped battle pattern. Always knew there was something to it, but hearing the story, yeah, once again, sorry I missed the question. I didn't get to do any research or learn anything this morning, but got a few things going on. So 7-3s, everyone. Send it back to you, Jack. KM4CAX in the group from KJ5 BWB. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Willie. Have a great week. Frank, KF7, DJL, Martin, Europe, over.
Okay, Jack. Hey, I got one right. Aye. Yeah, it was the process of elimination, but it was a good question, and yeah, I enjoyed hearing the backstory on that. I can somehow imagine going out there and painting the identification marks on the vertical stab with a doggone roller. Anyway, yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It works, and that's all that matters. So, hey, everybody, 73s, and Mike. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, buddy. It seems like no matter what you do, you end up dinging yourself somehow. 73s, everybody, and I may or may not be on the next 3 days. It depends. We've got a new refrigerator coming tomorrow, a new stove coming on Tuesday, and I forgot what the XYL bought that's being delivered on Wednesday. So I don't know if that's going to conflict or not. But if not, you're in my heart, and if it's going to be later in the day, hey, I'll see you tomorrow. KM4CAX, KF7, DJO, 73.
Okay, Captain 73 and 7. Have a good 4 days, 3 or 4 days on. Okay, let's go to SK0YP, Young, Mississippi. You're up, over. Okay, Johnson, 73 to you. Have a good week. Let's go into Mississippi again. That's KF5 CPT, James, Europe. Okay, 73. Have a great week. Yeah, that's 5 ABI. Go, Europe, over.
KM4CAX, W5 ABI. Good net, Jack, and picked up everybody, SBR locally. So, anyhow, 73's all the flyers. KM4CAX, W5 ABI.
Okay, John, 73. Let's go to El Commander, K1BLB, via W5OG, Bob, Europe.
Okay, thank you very much, Jack. Nice net today, excellently run, and a huge group on a Sunday. Excuse me, and thank you, Lee, for an excellent question there. I enjoyed that, and I never heard the term paintage, as somebody mentioned. I think it was Lee. So excellent. I appreciate Chief Mike's comments there on, well, dealing with vintage age, and it's hit me too, that's for sure. I'm behind some of you, but not by much. So I have to be very, very careful with what I do and think twice before a lot of things, especially in the shop and, dealing with dangerous stuff. Mo, sorry about your gearbox there. Well, as you know, stuff happens and you deal with it the best you can, and I've certainly had that stuff happen. And let's see, I will see you all tomorrow. I'm going to run Dale's radio here, and it's been working quite well. I'm running remotely through W5OG in Texas, and in my temporary abode at my daughter's home, and it's working quite well, so I can't have no complaints. Well, I got to go outside, check the water height in the pool, and turn on the equipment there and see if the sand filter works as advertised. I think we got everything pretty darn good. So with that, I'll leave you for now, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with a question about the venerable, of course, F-111. Simple question. You'll probably get it right, so stay tuned. This is K1BOB. Thanks again, Jack. Back to KM4CAX. Back to you, Captain.
Colonel, thanks for what you do, and going to be on your net tomorrow. Dale's let's go to Charlie, K4YDB. Charlie, you're up, over.
KM4CAX, K4YDB. Well, good net today, Jack. I actually got the antenna in the right spot to hear you. So I was copying you locally. I need you to come through the stream. That way I can, that way people hear you when they go up and play the stream. Anyway, 73s, everybody. Everybody have a great day. I'm going to get ready to go to the Lowe's and pick up my stuff and finish this. Well, I'm getting all the stuff ready for when my son-in-law gets here in a couple of weeks. He can help me get up here and see if we can rewire this solar system. Anyway, 73s, everybody. K4YDB, back to net.
Okay, Charlie, 73. Got that week. That's right. Let's go to Boulevard, Texas, and Uncle Cliff, W5CIX. You're up.
Well, thank you, Captain. And Commander, I know exactly what get this frog out of my throat. Yeah, sound like Dale a little bit. A lot of water. And we're fixing to take down our 16 and put a 25 in here shortly. But anyways, Captain, it was a very good question. It was one of them D-Day things. I do remember that. Even some ships even had some painting done to them also. And, there's some of the pictures I've seen. But anyways, just like our Tuskegee Airmen, I know I get on the, which was interfering a little bit, but not bad, was 14295, and those are, they've got one gentleman there that his father was a Tuskegee Airman in that group. So, and I enjoy listening to them, and they run a net starting right around our time, but they don't last very long, and they're net controllers usually out of Denver. Anyways, everybody have a very good day. Stay cool, stay hydrated. And I am not working on the truck today. Like I said, it is running, but it's not running right. So we're still not going back to work yet. And anyways, I'll see a bunch of you if you want. Join us over on Echo Link. There's three of us there right now, and I think one is still in church. So, but God bless everybody, and for hanging in there, and go check the water. Go baptize yourself. Anyways, this is W5PIX back to KM4CX. Captain, very good net.
Okay, thanks, John. Have a great day. Mike, let's go to W5ENZ, who is practically up on that load. Keep on, you're off.
All right, well, KM4CAX, thank you very much, and doing a great job on the net. Of course, we're almost finished, and that was a great question, even though I didn't actually hear the original question, but I heard a lot of good follow-up stuff. Anyway, I probably won't make it tomorrow because we have got to go do some stuff, and we got to do it in the morning. I've got to return some packages and pick up some other stuff. So I may not get a chance to say hi tomorrow, but anyway, I'll be there in spirit. Other than that, everybody take care. Have a great weekend, whatever left of it, and we'll catch you as soon as we can next week. WW5ENZ 73, everybody, back to net.
Okay, this KM4CAX net control airport flyers. Do we have any last minute check-ins before we close the net? Please come down. Okay, hearing none. Thank you for all the help. Keep Mike, and I guess you'll shut down your phone before I can do it, but appreciate it if you would. Everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Just get out the radio, and how much work I got to do outside. My help is keeping these weed eating around my phone, so that job doesn't have to be done. Just an aside, when I'm feeding my fish, that two snapping came on, snapping came will come up and get it. So, just my 22 rifle out there at that site, and once a month, hopefully we won't have any snapping turtles around there. Anyhow, this KM4CAX does that net control for the airport flyers on that. We'll be moving the net and returning the frequency to normal operating. 73, everybody.